Welcome to AMSAR Uttar. In conjunction with Virtual AMSAR Health Day, we'll be uploading a series of videos related to sex education. Here's a list of our videos that will be uploaded on a weekly basis. Each video comes with a quiz and you can get a 10 ringgit Grab voucher as a reward of completing a quiz. Please act fast because we're only giving out 50 vouchers per quiz. Do remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss out any of our videos and quizzes. Before we proceed to the video content, we would like to express our utmost gratitude to Public Bank Berhad for sponsoring this video. So, the title of our topic today is Sexual Assault. Learn how to protect yourself. An important quote that you should always keep in mind: forgetting is difficult, remembering is worse.
First of all, I'll be talking about the definition of sexual assault. Now, what is sexual assault? Well, sexual assault is the action of forcing an unconsented person to engage in sexual activity or a crime involving forced sexual contact. It can be both from verbal harassment to physical force. The first type of sexual assault is child sexual abuse. Child sexual abuse is a form of child abuse in which an adult or older adolescent uses a child for sexual stimulations. It can be both physical behavior or non-physical behavior. It includes touching a child's genitals, forcing a child to touch someone else's genitals. It is a non-physical behavior that includes exposing a child to pornography and encouraging a child to perform sexual acts. Second type of sexual assault is domestic violence. Domestic violence is any behavior that serves the purpose of gaining power and controlling over. Examples are physical abuse, sexual abuse, and verbal abuse. It can be between a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or even family members. Examples of this: emotional abuse, isolation, and even economic abuse. Type of sexual assault is rape. Now, what is rape? Rape is a type of sexual assault that involves forced sexual intercourse or other forms of forced sexual penetration carried out against a person without that person's consent. Examples of rape are date rape, gang rape, spousal rape, rape of children, revenge rape, prison rape, and even serial rape. New type of sexual assault is sexual harassment. Now, sexual harassment is an unwelcome sexual behavior that's offensive, humiliating, and even intimidating. Examples are offering employment benefits in exchange for sexual favors, commentary on someone's body sexually, repeatedly asking someone on a date when they have said they are not interested, and even sending unwanted or offensive emails through texting, websites, blog posts, or other social media that makes a person feel uncomfortable.
How to prevent sexual assault? First, trust your own feelings. Leave the place when you feel something is not right or felt uncomfortable in. Secondly, be prepared. Make sure your phone is fully charged and carry some cash before you go out. Don't drink, especially if you are underage. Also, overdrinking can compromise your ability to make responsible decisions and to be alert to the surroundings. Also, never leave your drinks unattended as someone might slip something into your drinks. Get a new drink instead if you leave it unattended. And never accept drink from strangers. Apart from that, speak up to help someone out. If someone is in a difficult situation, find more support from others than offer some distraction to help them. Thirdly, always stay alert whenever you go. Pay attention to your surroundings and do not have earphones in when you are walking alone. You should also always tell your friends or family members where you are going for safety purposes. Besides that, various opportunities such as economic support and necessary basic skills should be provided to empower potential victims, especially girls and women. Last but not least, teach skills to prevent sexual violence. For instance, we can teach healthy, safe dating and intimate relationship skills to teens by promoting healthy sexuality and empowerment-based training. In addition, parents also play a critical role in preventing child sexual abuse. According to Stopping Now organization, parents or caregivers should follow the 4 R's of prevention when educating children and other adults on sexual assault and prevention, which are rules, respect, read, and responsibility.
What to do if encountering sexual assault? The first type of sexual abuse is child sexual abuse. To begin with, what are the steps to be taken after encountering child sexual abuse? Firstly, stay calm, listen carefully, and never blame the child for their sexual abuse. Praise the child for being brave and for telling about the sexual abuse. Secondly, if the abuse is within the family, report it to the local child protection agency. The agency receiving the report will conduct an evaluation and will take action to protect the child. Lastly, children who have been sexually abused should have an evaluation by a child and adolescent psychiatrist to find out how the sexual abuse has affected them, evaluate the child's condition, and treat any physical problem as well as gathering evidence to help protect the child. Next is domestic abuse. The first step to be taken after domestic abuse is to contact Women's Aid Organization. It is a Malaysian non-governmental organization that fights for women's rights and specifically against violence against women. Next, go to the one-stop crisis center at government hospitals. Provide medical treatment for any injury and also collect medical evidence which can be used in court. Then, obtain an emergency protection order from the Social Welfare Department. Lastly, make a police report and apply for an interim protection order at the police station.
What are the necessary steps to do after being raped? First is to make sure that you're safe and get to a safe place. Second is to call 999 to report the incident and give the time, location of attack, and description of your assailant to the dispatcher. And remember, don't wash or change because it can potentially damage the evidence like bathing, using restroom, combing your hair, and etc. The fourth is go to one-stop crisis center in government hospitals. The treatment, emergency contraceptives, screening for STD are available and to gather evidence. And here are the lists on one-stop crisis center in Malaysia, so do find any hospitals closest to you and go there when you need. If you choose not to report to police, at least call someone that you trust, like family members or friends, to help out for support and guidance. Or go for any counseling sessions. It may reduce the fear or have other positive psychological, emotional, and social benefits. So what to do when you encounter sexual harassment? First is to speak up. Most organizations, they have set rules to tackle cases of workplace harassment. But if you were assaulted outside of your workplace, then you should look up the laws that address such issues, or to seek for legal help. They will provide the best advice on the course of action that you should be taking.
The next topic is about the effects of sexual assault on victims. The most common effect is the sleeping difficulties, which means that the victims may wake up frequently from a nightmare, and the long-term condition like this will cause some mental problems among victims. Secondly, sexual assault will also cause depression, including some symptoms such as negative self-talk or low self-esteem. And untreated depression may also lead to insomnia, drug, alcohol abuse, and even suicidal thoughts among victims in order to escape from their horrible memories. Victims of sexual assault will also experience anxiety because they constantly fear that the attack could happen on them again. They may also develop agoraphobia, which is a symptom of anxiety in situations where the victim perceives their environment is unsafe with no easy way to escape. Besides that, victims of sexual assault are easily encountered with post-traumatic stress disorder. Every time they see anything that reminds them about the incident of sexual assault, they will be increasing in anxiety and adverse reaction to overcome their horrible memories. Moreover, victims of sexual assault will experience some of the attachment and relationship issues. You can find that they are more difficult to trust anyone else, and they may develop antisocial personality after they encounter with sexual assault. Another effect of sexual assault is anger outbursts, where they act in ways they don't completely understand and tend to release their anger to their family members and friends around them. Next, victims of sexual assault are more prone to infections of sexually transmitted diseases such as HIV, genital herpes, gonorrhea, and so on. Last but not least, victims of sexual assault have a higher rate of suicide attempts as they had lost the will to live after encountering sexual assault.
Some of the steps that are to be taken if you are a victim of sexual assault is to seek medical care. Specialized care options that you can ask for include advocacy, STD testing, emergency contraception, and sexual assault nurse or forensic examiner.
Besides that, avoid watching any programs that could trigger bad memories or flashbacks, such as news reports about sexual violence or sexually explicit TV shows. Apart from that, consider joining a support group for other sexual assault survivors, as they can help you feel less isolated and alone, cope with symptoms, and work towards recovery. Steps to be taken to help a friend or family member who had been sexually assaulted is to believe and do not blame or look down on them. By believing them, they would be more willing to share about their sexual assault with you. Next, be patient and give them comfort. Lend a listening ear to the survivor and give them words of encouragement, but do not try to rush the healing process, as individuals do not heal at the same pace. Accept the person's choice of what to do about the assault. Allowing the survivor to make decisions for themselves can help them regain a sense of control in their lives. Get support and assistance from NGOs such as Women's Center for Change, Women's Aid Organization, and other NGOs as listed.
The following topic is about the legal issues of sexual assault. According to the Malaysian Penal Code, rape is defined as sexual intercourse with a woman without her consent or sex with a girl below 16 years old. Sexual assault is defined as any sexual contact without consent. This includes outrage or modesty, penetration of the anus or vagina with an object without the person's consent. According to Women's Aid Organization, below are some of the laws that cover different forms of sexual assault. These are some of the laws that cover different forms of sexual assault among children.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to try out the quiz in the description box, as you got a chance to get a 10 ringgit Grab voucher upon completion. If you think this video is helpful, please don't forget to like and share it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notifications. See you in the next video.